he says, "Those Arab guys are pretty damn smart." They have totally reinvented jacking off. Flat on his back in bed, things are getting so good this kid can't keep track of the wax. He is one good squeeze from shooting his wad when the wax isn't sticking out anymore. This thin wax rod, it's slipped inside, all the way inside. So deep inside that he can't even feel the lump of it inside of his piss tube. From downstairs, his mom shouts, "It's supper time!" She says to come down right now. This wax kid and the carrot kid, they are different people, but we all live pretty much the same life. It's after dinner when the kid's guts start to hurt. It's wax, so he figured it would just melt inside of him and he could just piss it out. But now his back hurts, his kidneys, he can't even stand up straight. This kid talking on the phone from his hospital bed in the background, you can hear bells ding, people screaming, game shows. The x-rays showed the truth. Something long and thin bent double inside of his bladder. This long, thin V inside of him. It's collecting all the minerals in his piss. It's getting bigger and more rough. Coated with crystals of calcium, it's bumping around, ripping up the soft lining of his bladder, blocking his piss from getting out. His kidneys are backed up. What little that does leak out of his dick is red with blood. This kid and his folks, his whole damn family, them looking at the black x-ray with the doctors and the nurses standing there. That big V of wax glowing bright white for everybody to see. He has to tell the truth. The way Arabs get off. What his big brother wrote him from the Navy. On the phone right now, he starts to cry. They paid for the bladder operation with his college fund. One stupid mistake, and now he'll never be a lawyer. Sticking stuff inside yourself, sticking yourself inside of stuff. A candle in your dick or your head in a noose. We all knew this was gonna be big trouble. What got me in trouble? They used to call it pearl diving. This meant whacking off underwater, sitting on the bottom at the deep end of my parents' swimming pool. With one deep breath, I'd kick my way to the bottom and I'd slip off my swim trunks. I'd sit down there for 2, 3, 4 minutes. Just from jacking off, I had huge lung capacity. If I had the house to myself, I could do this all afternoon. After I'd finally pump out my stuff, my sperm, it would hang there in big, fat, milky gobs. After that was just more diving. To collect it all. To catch it in a White Beach handful in a towel. That's why it was called pearl diving. Even with chlorine, there was still my sister to worry about. Christ almighty, mom. That used to be my worst fear in the whole world. My teenage virgin sister, thinking she's just getting fat, and then giving birth to a two-headed retard baby. Both the heads looking like me. Me, the father, and the uncle. Still, in the end, it's never what what you worry about that actually gets you. The best part of pearl diving was the inlet port for the swimming pool filter and the circulation pump. The best part was getting naked and sitting on it. As the French would say, who doesn't like getting their butt sucked? Still, 1 minute you're just a kid getting off, and the next minute you'll never be a lawyer. 1 minute, I am settling on the pool bottom and the sky is wavy light blue through 8 feet of water above my head. The world is silent except for the heartbeat in my ears. My yellow striped swim trunks are looped around my neck for safekeeping, just in case a friend, a neighbor, anybody shows up to ask why I skipped football practice. The steady suck of the pool inlet hole is lapping at me, and I'm grinding my skinny white ass around on that feeling. 1 minute I've got enough air and my dick's in my hand. My folks are gone at their work and my sister's got ballet. Nobody's supposed to be home for hours. My hand brings me right to getting off, and I stop. I swim up to catch another big breath. I dive down and settle on the bottom. I do this again and again. This must be why girls want to sit on your face. The suction, it's like taking a dump that never ends. With my dick hard and getting my butt eaten out, I do not need air. My heartbeat in my ears. I stay under until bright stars of light start whirling around in my eyes. My legs straight out, the back of each knee rubbed raw against the concrete bottom. My toes are turning blue. My toes and fingers wrinkled from being so long in the water. And then I let it happen. The big white gob starts spouting the pearls. It's then I need some air. But when I go to kick off against the bottom, I can't. I can't get my feet underneath me. My ass is stuck. Emergency paramedics will tell you that every year about 150 people get stuck this way, sucked by a circulation pump. You get your long hair caught, or your ass, and you are going to drown. Every year, tons of people do, most of them in Florida. People just do not talk about this. Not even French people talk about this. Getting one knee up, getting one foot tucked under me. I get to half standing when I feel the tug against my butt. Getting my other foot under me, I kick off against the bottom. I'm kicking free, not touching the concrete, but not getting to the air either. Still kicking water, thrashing with both arms. I'm maybe halfway to the surface, but I'm not getting any higher. The heartbeat inside my head is getting loud and fast. The bright sparks of light are crossing and crisscrossing my eyes. I turn and I look back, but it doesn't make sense. This thick kind of rope, some kind of snake, blue-white and braided with veins that's come up out of the pool drain, and it's holding on to my butt. Some of the veins are leaking blood, red blood that looks black underwater and drips away from little rips in the pale skin of the snake. The blood trails away, disappearing in the water, and inside the snake's thin blue-white skin, you can see lumps of some half-digested meal. That's the only way this makes sense.